And now it's time for the Ask the Angry Ninja Show. It's the Ask the Angry Ninja Show. What? That was a very, very sad
Bum 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 bum.
That's better. That's I pre-told you the story and your brain's already broken, bum.
We're not doing our normal thing and my brain is already gone. Huh?
We're going to get to our normal thing in a minute, but this story, oh my God. Like, this is everything that is wrong with the world as a whole.
It hurt my brain. I'm just saying, it hurt my brain.
It hurts on a lot of reasons. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, for the last several weeks, because the date has been prophesized multiple times by some QAnon numerologist, and of course, the event keeps not happening, so he keeps, I got the number wrong, it's this date instead. So for weeks now, there's been thousands,
Mm-hmm.
and for every thousands that showed up, there's other thousands that just didn't make it, going to Dallas, to the place where JFK died, because they believe that JFK Jr. and some believe JFK Jr. and JFK are both going to come back.
And JFK?
And JFK. Some of them believe and JFK, but most it's JFK Jr. is going to come back and either come back from the dead.
So we're talking zombies?
Or he's going to come out of hiding because he faked his death for the last 22 years. To announce that he's going to run as vice president to Donald Trump in 2024.
So we're going to have a vice president zombie. Sweet!
Right. Here's some problems. One.
He died 22 years ago?
He died 22 years ago. But I got one for you. Okay? We'll go with he faked his death.
I got a question though.
Yeah.
So they're waiting for JFK Jr.
Yes.
Why are they going to the place that John F. Kennedy died and not Martha's Vineyard where he had his?
See, and that was where I was going with this. I got one for you. If you were going to come back to announce something awesome for you, would you go to the place where your dad got shot?
No.
No.
I'm just saying, my brain is broken.
Like, my dad passed. I know where he died. If I wanted to go announce something, I would never go to that place. Ever.
But we're talking 22 years.
He's either he's dead.
In a plane crash.
Right, he's dead, or he went into hiding, and he's staying there.
He ain't coming back if he's hiding.
Right, like, if he's dedicated, if he's playing that hardcore of a game of hide and seek, he is bound and determined to win.
He's going to be like Sasquatch.
Right?
Hide and seek champion.
My other thing that really just makes me want to go, psh, psh. One, they said he's going to run with Trump. He was Democrat. There's that. So that wouldn't work. And if, after 22 years, he came back, and you think he's running for second fiddle.
Right?
He ain't running second fiddle on nothing.
If I'm making a grand gesture, you better crown me.
Yeah, he's coming back as president.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't running for second fiddle.
He's going to do that whole, you remember my daddy?
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, like, that's, yeah, but it's still there. They're still there, by the way. Because every time he doesn't show up on the prophesized date, the guy who's making the prophecies changes the date.
Really?
Oh,
and people are still there?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not staying nowhere longer than a couple hours unless you feed him. Is he giving them free food?
No.
Oh, no. I'm out.
And they're paying to be there. And they're paying for... Yeah, no.
I'm out.
No.
Nope.
Oh, no. And I know, try to stay away from political stuff. And I am, but this is the really scary part. Are you ready?
People vote?
All these people vote, and they never miss an election.
Okay. I'm going to say this. I don't care how you vote.
No, don't care.
I don't care where you fall.
No.
Are you an elephant's behind or a donkey's behind?
Whatever.
I don't care. But really, 22 years, plane crash.
Right.
And you think he's going to come back? I'm sorry. Since the 60s, shot in a car in front of hundreds of people. And you think he might come back? Well, hellfire and bells and all. How about we just go get Elvis and we'll get JFK back, JFK Jr., Elvis, Marilyn Monroe, because you know JFK and Marilyn.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll just have a big old party.
I honestly think they should take pictures of all these people and void all their voting rights. I really do.
I'm just...
That's not a...
Believe what you want.
Yeah.
Vote how you want. How you think is good for you and your country. By all means. But you really think someone's going to come back from the dead? Because if he's hiding for 22 years, he ain't coming back for this.
No.
I wouldn't come back for this.
He's taking on Sasquatch for the title, hide and seek champion.
Like, nobody coming out of hiding, if he is hiding, because, you know, I'm trying to play both sides there, to run in the mess we have now.
No. Now, you know who's going to be running? You know, if he came back, he'd be run for president, right?
I'd vote for a zombie.
I mean, right? Or, you know, I'd vote, right? Okay. He's not running. You know who second fiddle's going to be, right?
Who?
Tupac.
You know what? Bring them. I'm excited for this one. Bring them.
Oh. Yeah, I heard that story. I'm like, this has got to be a joke. And I looked it up.
It's not.
It's not a joke. I was like, oh my God. What is, no.
Like, feel free to give us comments how you feel about this, because my brain is broken.
Oh, yeah.
Because like I said, I don't care.
No.
We cool no matter what.
Yeah. We can disagree to disagree and be friends.
That is the great thing about this country.
Oh,
I
yeah.
do not have to agree with you, and half the time I don't.
Yeah. But, I mean, if you honestly believe the person you're voting for is going to do the best thing for the country that you agree with, then vote for that person.
You vote with your heart, I'll vote with mine. And at the end, shoot, I'm Southern, honey. I'll feed you.
Exactly.
I'll bring cookies to the voting.
But when you're bringing the zombie party to the vote...
You know what? Do a little thriller.
You know what'd be even scarier?
What?
If you showed up.
I'll drive that there. I'm just saying.
Right? You're like, look, I made fun of these people, but it turns out they were right. I need gas for the car.
I want to see this.
Right? Yeah, no. He's not gonna. No.
Nah, 22 years, people. 22 years. That is over half my life.
Yes.
Over half my life, and I'm pretty old.
Oh, yes.
Over half my life, someone has been dead or in hiding, however you want to look at it. Because like I said, I don't care if you believe it, if you don't. This is my point of view. I'm not pushing on anyone. I'm not going to dog anyone. I'm just saying, in my point of view, 22 years. One, if he's hiding, he ain't coming out for this mess.
Nope.
Two, if he dead, he dead.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, look, I got Marilyn in here, too, so, you know, she can come back and her and JFK can have a little fling again. Just not this way.
Ugh, that's going to have a smell. Yeah. Okay, is your brain good now?
No, my brain's still broken.
Take a deep breath.
22 years.
Stop thinking about it. Take a deep breath. Get your brain ready.
And why would you go to the place that Daddy was shot and not where he died?
Why would you be either one of those places? Well, he'd go to some happy place to do it. Like, he wants to announce he's going to run for something, right? So...
No, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the people.
Yeah, I know. I would assume he's going to appear at a happier place. Like, I don't know, the White House.
Or his grave.
I said a happy place.
Well, where else is a zombie supposed to pop out?
Well, they don't think he's coming out as a zombie. Yeah, you know. He's going to be, like, either brought down by Jesus as a whole person. And
That'd be a good trick.
I mean, if Jesus said vote for him, you kind of have to. Yeah.
You don't go against Jesus.
Nah. But I think Jesus is trying to drop him down on the White House. And like, he's going to live here now.
Here's the thing, though. I think if Jesus dropped him down in the White House, that is when everybody who is already elected is bouncing. Deuces, he's not your president because Jesus said so.
Jesus said so. Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
We ain't voting. We ain't having an election this year. Jesus said so.
Jesus. He got the Jesus vote. He wins.
Yeah. And Jesus anointed you.
That's right. Okay. I mean, yeah, wow. But
We went on religion, and I'm against talking religion.
that's not really talking about religion. It's talking about a messed up situation.
It is a messed up situation.
All right, we're going to move on to something more positive.
Positive. I like positive.
We like positive.
Like puppies and rainbows and butterflies and glitter.
So the new Spider-Man trailer.
Mm-hmm.
How many Green Goblins are in that trailer?
2.
Which 2?
Original,
Played by.
William Defoe.
Now, here's the question. This is the one that's perplexing everybody. Because you can't tell.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the second one?
I think it's the dude that was his son.
You think. And I want to agree with you, but there's another theory. And you don't see him well enough, so it could be him.
Who's that?
In The Amazing Spider-Man, that Green Goblin appeared for a second and actually killed Mary Jane. Or not Mary Jane, but
Gwen Stacy.
Gwen Stacy. Which one is it? Yeah, nobody's talking. And somebody else noticed something else, which is going to drive me crazy.
What's that?
They noticed in the trailer that there's things that just don't look quite right.
Mm-hmm. And
they figured out that there's actually digital masking covering up things in the images that you're seeing. Like that scene where Electro, played by Jamie Foxx, and the original Sandman are coming at her. There's a couple spots that are digitally marked out where there was obviously other people there. So even in the trailers you're seeing, you're not seeing everything that's there.
Damn you, Marvel!
Right? But which Green Goblin do you really think it is? I don't think.
You don't think it's James Franco?
I don't think it's James Franco.
Who do you think it is?
I think it's the one from Amazing Spider-Man. I honestly don't know his name because I'd never seen him in anything before that. You ever look up it? I think it's that one. Because the suit, him and James Franco almost had the kind of same suit in the way neither one of them wore the helmet. Yeah. And if they're doing the William Dafoe one, I'm really hoping they let him not wear that motorcycle helmet.
Right. That man has the perfect face.
He has the Green Goblin face. And they messed it up by putting the helmet on. Now, here's the other question. How long is this movie?
Right.
Because it needs to be 5 decades long. Like, as much stuff as they have in it, it needs to be longer. And in the new trailer, they show that Spider-Man, played by Tom Holland, actually takes Doc Ock captive. Did you notice that? You were looking up who played that character, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
So you didn't hear anything I just said.
I heard Doc Ock.
Okay. Okay, so I'm winging it here, guys.
Now, I heard Doc Ock took him captive.
Right.
But in part of the trailer, it didn't look like he was, like, a prisoner.
No, there's a new trailer.
Oh.
You watched it with me, but you were distracted by your phone while we were watching it?
Well, I forgot there were 2 Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, I forgot which one the Green Arrow.
It's the second one. It's the Green Goblin, not the
Yeah.
Green Arrow. That's something totally...
I know.
Yeah. And at the end of the Amazing Spider-Man 2, because they plan on making another one, if you actually notice in the prison where they're all at, they have all the outfits for everybody for the Sinister Six.
I did not notice.
They have the Vulture, Doc Ock's outfit. That's Dan DeHaan. Yes, that is the one everybody thinks it is.
You know what? I could almost see it.
Well, he was a good Green Goblin. I mean, if the dude who played Spider-Man hadn't gone crazy, it might have actually made it good. But they were actually getting ready to introduce the Sinister Six. They were doing something different where Oscorp actually made them all.
Yeah.
Which I think that was neat. They kind of started that with the end of the one with the Rhino.
Yeah.
That was actually one of the suits. The Rhino, the Vulture, and all the suits. Yeah, but Doc Ock gets captured.
I know.
Yeah, and they propose a problem in this one.
What?
all the ones that are brought in are all people that got killed by Spider-Man in their respective universes.
Oh, yes.
So they're destined to be killed by Spider-Man, but now they're in Tom Holland's Spider-Man universe.
When I watched the trailer, one thing in that trailer made me sad if it happens.
Oh, they're gonna kill MJ.
I'm gonna be so sad if they kill her.
Yeah, and I'm thinking that's gonna be how he snaps and finally kills them all.
I'm thinking because when I seen her fall, I'm like, Gwen Stacy all over again.
Because she's not Mary Jane.
She's not. They came out when the movie first. She's not Mary Jane. She's a nod to Mary Jane.
Yeah. Yeah. So she's gonna die because Spider-Man's first girlfriend has to die.
Then they should have called her Gwen. I don't know, but I don't want her to die. I wanted her to be Mary Jane. And I'm gonna say this, and I know people are gonna hate me for it. I was very, very sad when I thought she was gonna be Mary Jane because she wasn't a redhead.
Yeah, they take all your redheads.
They do take all the redheads. Yeah. Put a wig on her. I don't care. Just keep my gingies. There's not enough of us. But I love her.
Yeah.
I don't want her to die.
She's gonna die.
I don't want her to die. But when I seen her fall into that trailer, I went, she's not Gwen. She can't fall.
And why? Do you remember why it was so traumatic for her to die?
No.
Because technically they bring her in the store and that's why she's falling. But the fall's not what kills her.
No, he tries to save her or something.
He hits her with the web and pulls her to save her, but she was falling so fast that the force of the web grabbing her actually breaks her back and kills her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he feels like he killed her, even though she
would have died anyway.
She was going to ground die. Yeah.
I never knew why he didn't just make like a web net for her.
He didn't have time. Like he was way above her. She was falling. Like when they did the scene in the comics, she was inches from the ground when it finally grabbed her. Like she was going to die no matter what, but because it was Spider-Man, he ultimately felt responsible.
I'm just saying, when I seen that scene in that trailer where she's falling, I'm like, oh, y'all better not do this to me again.
Oh, they're going to do it. Yeah, and with one you actually like. Because you didn't care much for those two Spider-Man movies.
I didn't.
The Amazing Spider-Man, that version of Spider-Man just wasn't likable.
Yeah, no. I didn't. I mean, I like Emma Stone.
But it wasn't even Stone. Andrew Garfield was horrible.
But I didn't have attachment to her, and if she died, I was like, oh, that's sad. Okay.
Yeah.
But I like MJ. I don't want her to die.
I like that it looks like, even though they're bringing back Jamie Foxx as Electro, they're not having him be blue.
Thank the baby Jesus.
He's going to have the suit. It looks like that gives him electrical power.
They learned. Disney bottom.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a really good movie.
It always is.
It really is.
Like, I'm sorry. I'm still stuck in that scene where she's falling.
Yeah, get past that.
I can't.
She might still live.
I'm hoping because they showed her falling in the trailer that she's going to live, because they never show the actual thing.
Marvel would.
But then people are probably going to think that, and then so they're going to kill her. And I'm like, no. And then I'm like, no, they wouldn't actually. And I'm like, and I get happy. I'm like, but then they're
Are you trying to trust a Marvel trailer?
No, I'm playing both sides of the field here. And I'm like, no, they wouldn't show a critical scene. And I'm like, but then they'd play like this. Yeah, they would, to throw people off. And I'm like, both sides of my brain hurt.
Yeah, because I did mention they did digital editing to take things out so we would know what was in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Although, you know the rumor about what is digitally edited out?
What?
The rumor is what's digitally edited out is, I'm forgetting his name. Oh, no, the first Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man.
That'd be okay.
Yeah, but they're going to have all three Spider-Mans in this movie.
So this is like Into Spider-Verse?
Kinda. It's... Well, I mean, they introduced, because of Loki, female version, killing Kang the Conqueror, creating the timeline splits, that this is going to be the first Marvel movie where that gets introduced as a problem. And the problem becomes worse because Doctor Strange, it's in the trailer, casts the spell to try and make everybody forget
Peter Parker was Spider-Man.
Right. And it brings all these Spider-Man villains. Because now there is a multiverse into play.
There is multiverse.
Yeah. I like better when there wasn't a multiverse.
Why?
Because way simpler. Comic books got way complicated when they've introduced the multiverse.
It's more thrilling.
I mean, just saying. But yeah, so I'm excited. I'm glad though with this that either they brought back the original actor who played the role, or they didn't have the character so far.
Yeah.
Because you want to bring somebody to play Electro, it better be Jamie Foxx.
Right.
Because I liked him as Electro.
Mm-hmm.
The dude who played Sandman, amazing. Perfect casting for that role. Loved that dude since Wings. Yeah. The dumb mechanic in Wings.
He was the mechanic in Wings. I love that show.
Love that show. Loved him since that show. Loved everything he's done. He's great. He was perfect. You tell me who's better for Green Goblin than William Dafoe. There isn't anybody.
I'm mad about one thing, and it's totally off subject, but not really. Since we're talking about Willem Dafoe, why hasn't he been a Joker yet?
Right?
I'm just saying, he would be a perfect Joker.
Okay. If they ever do a live action version of The Killing Joke, he's the person I want to see play the Joker. Because that is by far, as far as been produced into anything, the most sinister and evil Joker.
Honey, I don't care what Joker. I want to know why he ain't been a Joker yet.
Maybe he doesn't want to.
Well, someone needs to open their checkbook and pay him more.
Right? No, yeah, he would nail it. William Dafoe, I mean, and the dude who played Doc Ock.
Yes, what is his name?
I don't know. We're not looking it up. Because I can't pronounce it anyway. But he nailed it. Like, he's amazing. So yeah, I'm really excited for this movie. It's probably one of the most Marvel I'm looking forward to the most right now. I thought it was Black Panther too, but when I saw the trailer for this one, I'm like, oh no, this one's...
Well, I think once we see a trailer for Black Panther 2...
It won't be as epic as this.
I'm not sure.
I am.
Like, I love me some Spider-Man, I love me some Black Panther. I'll be excited for both of them.
I'm excited for both of them.
It'd probably be an equal thing.
For me, it's not an equal thing because what they can't do with Black Panther, what they're doing with Spider-Man, because Black Panther doesn't have the history.
Okay. See, here's the thing, though. Black Panther, for me, when it does come out, I'm going to cry that whole movie, even when it's happy scenes.
Yeah.
I'm going to be that girl with 10 boxes of tissues, sitting in a corner going, no. And it's like this happy scene. I'm like, no.
Well, you gotta wait longer.
Well,
She plays sister.
Siri?
Sorry, I don't know her real name. Is severely injured.
that's sad.
Yeah, doing stuff for the movie, broke her shoulder, concussion.
Oh, goodness.
So they're having to delay production while she heals.
That's a good reason.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a while.
Well, you know what? Then it gives me more time to prepare because just thinking about this movie coming out has already made my eyes water.
Yeah, so they've never officially announced it, but given the fact she's the one that got hurt, I think they're putting the suit on her.
I hope so.
What?
I love her.
I like the other theory better, but yeah.
The girlfriend.
No?
No?
Killmonger.
You know what? I would have been happy with him too.
Yeah.
That he redeems himself and all that.
Yeah, he realizes. Yeah. But we won't know. But I'm sorry. As far as excitement for everything they can do with the movie, they can't do the things with the Black Panther movie that they can do with the Spider-Man movie because the Spider-Man movie has, 7 movies of back history they can pull in to bring in all this stuff. This can't do that with the Black Panther movie. So that's why I'm more excited. And I know I'll be more excited for Spider-Man because this movie is like a culmination of all those movies coming together for one. Of awesomeness.
Yeah.
You imagine Green Goblin fighting the Green Goblin?
That's going to be awesome.
Right? Because Green Goblin don't like nobody.
And I'm with you. Spider-Man is like this great and super excited. I'm not saying that.
But Black Panther's going to be more of an emotional thing for
It's going to be an emotional roller coaster.
And then we have to look forward to Thor,
Love and Thunder.
which is the female Thor.
I'm so excited.
I'm still wondering how they're going to do that.
I don't know, but I'm so excited. I am. Sorry.
I would be excited. I'm just, have your tissue box ready.
Why, who's dying in that one?
Do you really want me to tell you?
I didn't think he stayed dead, though.
Not him.
She does?
If
And they follow the comics.
they follow the comics, Jane Foster is dying of cancer, gets the hammer. When she turns into Thor, and she does good things, the minute she drops the hammer, because she's not an Asgardian, she stops being Thor. And what she finds out is, by being Thor, she's actually speeding up the cancer and killing her faster. But she can't stop being Thor because she's saving the world. So, like, the last thing she does is be Thor. She drops the hammer and then drops dead.
That's depressing.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
who knows?
Yeah. And I do believe somebody said, I read something saying they were thinking about redoing it, not doing that, or
Well, hopefully.
they did an alternate in the comics or something. I don't know. There's a lot of, the problem with the comic book stories is there's a lot of what if stories.
Yes, there
And
is.
I can't keep them all straight. I try, but there's just too many.
Yes, there is.
Oh, but now you really want me to get William Dafoe to play the Joker in The Killing Joke.
Right? Because he would be the perfect Joker.
Right? The one time Batman kills.
Yeah.
Do you remember who Batman kills?
No.
He kills the Joker.
See, I thought so, but I'm like, no, he's trying to trick me here.
I am not trying to trick you. And it was one of the great comic book mysteries of the world. Because in the last panels, it goes black. And it's the Joker telling a horrible joke, then laughing. And then you hear this little crack sound. And then the laughter stops. But it doesn't show anything. It's a black panel. Mm-hmm. And everybody's like, oh, he hit him. Mm-hmm. Oh, he did this. And Bill argued about it for years. Nobody ever agreed because Batman would never kill Batman. Finally, the writer goes, oh no, Batman broke his neck. Batman finally snapped.
Good.
I'm like, yeah, it's the Joker. I'm okay with that.
You know what I want to watch now? The Injustice movie that they have.
Right?
I'm going to watch that when we're done.
I'm going to go to bed.
Good for you.
Okay.
I'm going to watch that.
I think I'm going to go to bed right now.
Okay.
All right, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. Wow.
We randomized.
We randomized, but we didn't cover anything really new. Movies, nothing.
We didn't cover anything. Y'all just got to listen, talk.
Whatever. Good talk, though. I'm excited about the Spider-Man movie.
I am too.
All right,
I'm
guys.
excited about going to watch the Injustice movie.
All right, guys. You guys have a wonderful night.
Bye!
All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. It's all part of the Ninja Podcast Network with all the shows featuring Ask the Angry Ninja Show, Not a Kid's Game, presented by the Angry Ninja, which is our D&D podcast, the Ninja News and Politics Show, Sports Talk with the Ninja and J-Mo, and our newest podcast, Outrageous Stories with the Ninja, featuring occasional special guests. Great shows, great stuff. If you want to reach any of us, you can go at AskTheAngryNinja@gmail.com. You can reach us on Twitter at CMan2342. You can get us on Facebook on the Ask the Angry Ninja Show Facebook page. Any of those places, if you want to support us, we appreciate that. Go to patreon.com/worstjokes. And if you join high enough tier, you'll get a free gift. And we just appreciate any support and feedback. You guys have a wonderful night, and we'll holler at you later.